So we decided to go for a bee harvesting in one of the apiaries. So as you can see, it is being smoked. I'm trying to get a clearer view. That's why I'm just going around. You can see that. Just to get a clearer view for you to see what he is doing. He's basically smoking the bees, because that is the most important thing to do during one, inspection, two, when you are harvesting. Because without that, you will not do anything. Those bees are not going to allow you to walk. They will be all over you. So you have to give them smoke so that they will be docile. They can communicate. You know, the act of communication is through when they release their pheromone. They can be able to coordinate and attack. Not necessarily attacking, they are defending their colony. Because whenever you come to a beehive, they will want to defend their colony if they suspect any threat. So for them not to do that, all you need to do is to give them smoke. So that smoke disorganizes their pheromone. They can't be able to pass information. They can't be able to communicate. That is why you give them smoke. They will become docile. They will become confused. You will see all of them gathering in one place. Just some few will be flying around. So that's why you have to give them smoke well. Once that is done, you can be able to carry out whatever thing you came to do, whether it is inspection or harvesting. You can't just go to your apiary, even if you are suited up, without your smoker. I was watching a video the other day, a lady was harvesting. It was quite funny the way she was cutting the combs as if she's stealing it, because the bees were all over her, even though she said she gave them smoke. But that doesn't look like a hive that was giving a smoke. She was just fast doing it as if she was robbing. So the essence of smoking your bees is for them to calm. To keep them calm so that you'll be able to carry out whatever thing you came to do. It's around it. Make at the mouth. To the mouth, no one do. So that is my little cousin puffing the smoke. We are teaching him how to puff the smoke. So I was telling him to let's point the mouth at the entrance so that the smoke will be going inside. You can see how my cousin is doing it. I collected it from him to do it well, so that the smoke will actually go inside the box. So it is now time to open the roof. Unfortunately, you know, bees, they will always seal any entrance, any hole, any space with propolis. So they have sealed this roof to the hive. So it was kind of difficult to open. And as we are opening it, some of the beeswax or honeycomb got stuck under the roof. So that's one of the things, one of the things you encounter during such events. You can see it. There are lots of bees inside this hive. There are up to 15 to 20 or more than 30,000 bees here. I hope I'm correct. That is my estimate. So that shows that this hive needs a super, okay, of which we are going to put a super after the harvest. The hive actually needs a super because there are many bees. And the worst part of it is that you can see how the frames are scattered. They have collapsed. Some of the frames collapsed. as the cause of the event, the days, maybe something. Since it is inside a bush, an animal must have hit the frame or the hive and shake the frames that made them to collapse in this nature. But that notwithstanding, the bees kept on doing what they know how to do best, to do honey. So we are still giving them smoke just to calm them down. You can see that the bees are not even disturbing. They are all calm, so that we'll be able to do what we came here to do peacefully and successfully. You can see how the honeycombs have been collapsed and all that. So we carefully did the harvest. You can see it as you are watching.
Slightly.
That one frame. You try and bring out one frame. That's so as you can see what is happening here. Almost all the frames collapsed. So I'm trying to make way. You can see this is fully capped and right.
The brush.
So as you can see, the harvesting is going on, and you can see this comb is fully capped. Should I give it 90% or 100% capped? The honey is ripe. That shows a ripe honey. You know, the moisture content is about, they have reduced it to about 70 to 80%, and they were able to cap it. That's the bees. So because if a honey in a comb is not capped this manner and you harvest it, it's better you lick that honey yourself. You don't commercialize it, you don't sell it, because it is going to ferment, because the moisture content is much. That is, the water in the honey is still much because it has not been capped. But if it has been capped, you can go ahead and sell if you want to sell, because it will remain like that. Nothing is going to happen. That is the essence. That is why anytime you want to harvest your hive, make sure that you are harvesting a capped comb like this, the way this one is. They cap it with beeswax, so that is for preservation anyway. You know that the honey is their food, so they will cap it and keep it for preservation. So you can see that how this one is capped. It is ripe. Let me say it again. If your comb is not capped like this, if they are still empty, if the cells are still empty and you harvest it, yes, there will be honey, you will get honey. But that honey, I can assure you, it will ferment, because of the moisture content in it is much. It is going to ferment. That is just the thing. So it's better whenever you want to harvest, make sure that they are capped. That is a ripe comb for harvest. They're doing well.
Despite what we have,
yes.
So we are still able to align.
Walk.
There's no this area. Let me see how to handle this.
And this is not what one person can come. Need assistance, honestly.
Yeah. Come here.
Wow. Big, oh shit.
I'm not sure that this one was negative.
You're leaving that one? Okay, not much. This is a big colony. Thousands of bees in here. So that is why we came with super.
Yes. Let me check this one and see.
We are going to super them because there are a lot of them here so that they won't swarm. Huh? Okay, you want to... Okay.
Okay, how?
Right. On this other side.
Oh, yeah, I think it is.
Oh. And they are still building comb there, like that.
That's where the sisters.
You know one thing with bees, any little space they see, they will build their comb. Oh.
The fact is that the smoke is quite effective.
Yeah, the smoke.
Not, it would have been a battle
Honestly.
with the bees.
Eggs. Oh, there's a lot of that one there. There's one small comb that is capped.
There's a corner of 20%. Correct all these things.
Yeah.
Many of the friends are already on the phone.
Very strong. Zero. That won't break.
And I'm using the pheromone. And I'm using 900 secret.
Yes.
A little bit of tolerance.
They are weak.
They are weak, but okay. I'll use this one like this.
Like this?
Now.
Okay.
So now,
As if you start now.
a lot of things will go back.
Yeah.
Give me
New friends.
Yeah. Just one of them. Okay. You know why I'm putting on the new ones?
Why?
So that they will start early.
Okay.
To make to work on the right.
It will. It's not strong now, that's why it's fresh. You can try another frame, that one doesn't look strong. More space in here. it back a bit. It's more on the other side. This one. So after replacing the frames, the frames that are weak, we are now about to put the super box. That is what we're about to do now. So I had to blow the smoke for the bees to give way so that we will not crush them. You can see that they are giving way so that we'll be able to place the super box. Because the bees here are much. If you don't place the super box, they will definitely create a queen cell, and when that queen comes out, some of the swarm, or some of the bees will swarm part of it. The queen will take some part and swarm, thereby reducing the size or the population of the colony. So the best thing to do at this moment is to add this super that we've added here. Even though, as you can see, we did not put any queen excluder. We're just doing it that way because there's no queen excluder available. So what we now did, as you can see, we are using the old combs to put in the super. It will facilitate their drawing out combs in the super. That's why we decided to put the old combs in the super. As you can see, that's what we are doing there, so that they will start immediately to draw out combs. If you know the importance of super, you always put a super when the population of the colony is increasing. And again, when you are harvesting, you will have a good harvest. You will harvest more of capped honey, no brood. Even though there is no queen excluder, the queen will still concentrate in the brood box and be laying eggs. Even though some, or rather few, combs will have a brood, but the majority of the combs will be capped. So that's the whole essence of the super. So they have enough food left for them to continue their work. It's okay, that will stand. We'll continue with the work.
We will smoke them to dispel them. The brush. I'll shake it now. I'm